POV, your older sister has something
Hi
to
guys, for
teach
those of
you.
you who don't know me yet, my name is Alex, and I'm starting a new series where I give you big sister advice that you've not heard before. What are my qualifications? There were 7 of us kids. I was second oldest girl. So for those of you who are mid families, I was the guy, right? And so I have a lot of experience in helping my younger siblings grow and learn life. And I know a lot of people come from a place where they didn't have an older sibling necessarily, or even someone older to look up to, or they came from very broken households, or they just plain didn't know this. So that's what this series is about. So also I'm going to be touching on some of the things that I have, like I'm chronically ill, I have heat flashes, and I sweat. So a lot of this is things that I learned through trial and fire. And let's get started. So number one thing that I am asked a lot, and a lot of people don't seem to know this, when you go to work, you don't want BO, but you don't want the entire building to know you're there. So is there a good balance? Well, you would think yes, use deodorant. It's not that simple, especially if you have heat flashes and you sweat up. When you sweat a lot, and then also for women, we're expected to smell good, not overpowering, but good. And here is some of the things that I've learned. Number one, spray deodorant is God's gift to womankind. Why? Because deodorant stains everything. Even if it's gel, most of the time inexpensive gel will still stain your clothes. And everybody knows the white marks that you get on your clothes from deodorants that are like stick. So you want to do a spray. These are the ones that don't stain, and I feel like they actually work just as well, if not better. The one I have here is the Suave Instant Dry, which it advertises 48 hours of protection. So we're gonna talk 2 things there. So why did I grab Suave? This is the first time that I've actually used the Suave spray. As somebody who sweats pretty heavily, I always just kind of defaulted to the more expensive, like Degree Motion Sense, just crazy expensive clinical strength, all those type of things. This one was on sale, buy one get one free, so I grabbed it, and it works just as well, and it actually smells better. It's baby powder smell, and that's pretty neutral, and it can go with any other smell. And I like it because when you start to sweat, you smell a little bit more like baby powder. So I guess in my mind it's working. I did say the 48-hour protection. No ma'am, no sir. You get a good spray, 1 to 2 seconds, both sides, before you go to bed, and then in the morning. You're gonna do it after you shower and you're dried down, okay? And you're gonna do that twice a day. This is a godsend. And now moving on to our ladies specifically, you need perfume and lotion without going overpowering. Okay, and there are a lot of different ones. You can spend as much or as little. I would say spend around the moderate range so you know what you're getting. And it's not just perfume. When you spray perfume, do that, it actually breaks down the molecules and makes them not last as well. So you're going to actually put a lotion on first, and I'll go ahead and show you what I'm doing. I'll demonstrate for you. So you're gonna do this, okay? And you're gonna rub it in, and you're gonna rub it in up your arm and over your elbow, right? And you can do it as your hands as well. I usually don't because I try to save product, because I'm rubbing, so my hands are already in the lotion, but that's just me. So normally I will shower at night, and then in the morning I'll freshen up before I go to work. So I'll just put the lotion, and I'll tell you how to pick your lotion in a minute too, your lotion and perfume combo. And you'll just put it on your arms. Here's the extra part that nobody tells you. You're gonna wanna take just a tiny bit of the same lotion, rub it in so that it's pretty clear, and you're going to put it, I already have it on mine, so I'm just kind of demonstrating. You're gonna put it behind your ear, where normally you would put perfume. You're gonna lift up your hair, and you're gonna put it on your neck, okay? Why? Why are we going through all of this trouble? Because perfume lasts longer when the skin is moisturized. Now you're gonna wanna wait for it to dry down before you do more perfume. And when you do this, it makes your scent last longer. It's called layering, and you can use less of your perfume and it lasts longer. Okay, now I'll go over where to put your perfume and then how to pick your scents. So this one is the Vera Wang Princess, okay? And different perfumes have different strengths, I would say. For Vera Wang in particular, and you can actually go online and look, or ask ChatGPT, that's what I do. But it recommends 2 sprays for everything. So you're gonna spray them, rub them together, you're gonna rub it on your elbow, and we're gonna assume 5 to 10 minutes has passed and this is all dried down. This is just for demonstration because I don't want you to stare at me for 10 minutes. All right, so we put it on our elbows and we're going to take it and put it behind our ears and on our necks, okay? And then we're going to put it on the back of our neck, okay? This seems like a lot, but your scent, especially, I live in Texas, it's very humid and it's very hot, and everything evaporates, the humidity destroys everything. So you kind of want to start off a little strong and let it go down throughout the day. Obviously, you're going to want to change this if you work like an 8 to 5 job, but I don't, so that's what I do. Also, if you are having a really delicate perfume or you just want to like stand out, you can spray it on the back of your hair and it'll hold it in. Yeah, and that's what you can do. Now, what do you do to pick your different smells? I have a few different perfumes that I've collected over the years and some body creams to do it. These are all Bath & Body Works creams. They're not sponsored. The reason I pick them is because they're very moisturizing. They last a long time and they're relatively cheap. They go on sale every so often, like buy 3, get 3 free. So I just kind of stock up then with the different smells. But you want to look at the fragrance notes, okay? And you want to pick scents that complement each other. And I am a little bit lazy, I guess, when I was investigating this. I just sent ChatGPT a picture or the name of the perfume, and it's like, okay, you want a rose base, you want a light floral, you want a vanilla, you want a pear, you want a peach, you want an apple. And then you can go as far as to give it the name of the perfume and then list out the lotions that you have or the lotions that are on clearance and see what works with each scent that you're going for. So for this one that I showed is actually, I think, one of my most expensive perfumes that I bought at one point. It's the Estrella Red Skies, and it's a very nice, sultry type romantic. And I match it with pink velvet cupcake because it has like warm amber vanilla notes. So I just mix it with this to make it a little bit more feminine and girly. My day-to-day go-to is Rose and Ralph Lauren Romance. The ones that I'm showing now are kind of the more expensive perfumes, and I'll show you the cheaper ones in a minute that work well, pretty well. So I just kind of have a taste that I've gotten, and I've collected these over the years. So this one is La Bella Noir, and you can tell it's very old. It's well loved. It's got like all of the plastic on it, and the coating is coming off because it's been in my bag quite a bit. It's kind of like a spicy type sandalwood, and I mix it with the Fairy Tale because this is kind of mostly vanilla and amber with some flowers put in, so it actually works pretty well. This sounds pretty liquidy, so I probably need to throw that away. It's probably really old. And now we'll kind of get into more of the cheaper ones. And if you want like just a general, it works with anything, you want to get something floral, stick with floral. And then another safe one is to get something fruity, and then you can do pretty much any sort of fruity thing with it. So I have the Ed Hardy perfume, and I think this one, even though it's an Oud perfume spray, it doesn't really last that long, I've noted. So I always put quite a bit more lotion than normal. I usually do the pear creme brulee with it. It's one of Bath & Body Works Christmas ones, and then they got rid of their Christmas stuff and I got it. It's kind of like a sweet pear type thing with caramel, so I feel like that matches pretty well. And even like common ones like, you know, Juicy Contours are usually some mix of sweet fruit, and you can, you know, use peach, you can use apple, pear, anything like that. And yeah, and then the one that I was showing that I used today is Fuji Sunshine, which is, it's supposed to be like guava and orange. It always smelled kind of like apple to me, so I just mixed it with the Vera Wang Princess. So hopefully y'all found this video educational and you liked it. If you want to leave a comment and let me know if you want me to continue this series. And yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye now.